Okay, let's see how many people we have here. We got 3, okay? Let's wait till we get a few more. It's a grind off. See all this rebar? This is half-inch rebar. I have 5 grinders here set up to grind with. See all this rebar? This is half-inch rebar. I have 5 grinders here set up to grind with. Okay. We got 6. Let's wait another minute or two to get some more people. We're going to be doing some grinding here. I got 6 grinders here. 5 of them. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 5 of them. That's enough. It's about $2,000 in grinders. This is half-inch rebar. Let's wait till we get some more people. Okay, I guess we got 10. I'm going to start this up slowly. First of all, let's talk about the contenders. Contender number 1, Milwaukee, 2880. Let me get a light here. Kind of hard to see, but you got to grind in the dark to get all the spark effect. In order to get that spark effect, you got to grind at night. Okay, the 2880. This can be got at Home Depot. Yeah, 2880-20. You can get this unit. Probably set up with the forged battery, 6 amp forge. This is pouch lithium. I'm guessing you could probably get this for $300. It only takes a 4.5 to 5 inch wheel. Here's a grinding wheel. It does 8,500 RPMs. It's only one speed. Okay. Metabo German. WPB 18 LTX BL 15-50 Quick DS made in Germany. And I do believe that this, I think, is 9,000 RPMs, or at least a good 8,500 with a 5.5, 5.5 21/7 tabless cell. Okay, that's tabless. This is stacked lithium and forged, 6 amp forged. This is the weakest grinder, 2880. Okay, now we move on to the flex. The FX 3171A. This has 4 speeds. Thing goes all the way to 9,000. 6 amp stacked lithium on it, fully charged. Now, we'll step up to the big Milwaukee. 3672-20. This is 1 key with an 8 amp forged battery on it. Okay? This is 9,000 RPMs and high. 1 key. This setup with this 8 amp forged battery would probably be $500 with a charger. Okay? Now, let's talk to DeWalt. DCG 418. This is a flex volt, 60 volt. And this goes 9,000 RPMs with a 9 amp hour flex volt battery, which fully charged. Okay. So we got 9 grind. We got 9. We got, yeah. I wish I had 9 grinders. I got 5 grinders here. God, 9 grinders. Yeah, I'll pass on that for now. Okay. Start in a few minutes. Okay. Okay, let's start the grind off. I gotta put a helmet on. Put some gloves on. We're gonna take these down till they're just a couple inches above. Let's start with the DeWalt. See how fast that went? I'm in no hurry with a grinder. Okay, let's go with the Milwaukee now. In high speed. Giving each grinder time to cool down. Okay, let's move on to the flex. I bought this grinder first 3 years ago. Yeah, we're in high speed. Doesn't have a quick stop, I can tell you that. Grinding is a hot business, unless you're a pole dancer. Okay, let's work our way to the Metabo. Faster than the flex turning off. Not bad. That's why I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt. Now let's go with the little 2880. These are cheap. Okay. What's everybody talking about? Tarot cards. Testing. I'm just testing grinders. That's all I'm doing. Nothing special. I'm just doing basically what a steel worker does. Let's move back to the expensive Milwaukee. Okay. Let's move on to the most powerful one, the DeWalt. We all know this has 60 volts. Well, actually, really 54. Cuts it like butter. Half-inch rebar. This is why I wear a face shield. Safety is of most importance. Grinders, I think, are more dangerous than chainsaws almost. Okay, let's move on to the one I bought first 3 years ago, the Flex. This is also the cheapest one. I think I bought it for less than 100. It was a floor model at Lowe's. Also, it's the slowest break. I'm sure they're going to redesign a big one to compete with DeWalt and Milwaukee. Okay, let's move on to the Metabo German. Metabo surprises me with its power. Wow. And it's a small unit too. That one's far enough. Okay. That one really surprises me, that Metabo. German made, what do you expect? Okay, let's move on to the cheap 2880 you can buy at the Home Depot. Let's move all this hot stuff over. This is the weakest one. Okay. Now what? Let me see here all. Wow, that stuff is hot. That's why you gotta wear heavy gloves. These aren't even heavy enough. If I had to do this for a living, I'd be wearing one of those Carhartts that was fireproof. Okay. Well, let's just leave all that in. Or hell, let's just grind it down. Let's go with the 3 top grinders. It sure ain't the 2880, I can tell you that. It ain't the Flex either. the Metabo. Let's see what the battery's at. Didn't lose a bar yet on the battery. Nope. Okay. I took care of that all the way down to the bottom. Okay, let's go on to the DeWalt. This is 60 volts, you know. The only way you can get any better than this is, I don't know. Actually, they make a really big one. I think it's called, this is the 418. I think they make the 480. Whatever it is, it goes 7 to 9 inch, and it's $400. And that's bare tool. Okay. As long as I get near to my bolts that I'm working on. That was the DeWalt. Okay, let's go to the most expensive one I own. This bare tool is $300. The Milwaukee. 1 key. Wow, that was a hot one. Let's get rid of this fastener in here. That was no problem. Let's see if we lost any bars on the 8 amp forge. Just dropped one. Let's see if we dropped anything on the flex volt. I doubt it. Nope. Didn't drop anything on the flex volt. You should better run this thing half a day grinding. Well, maybe a couple hours, not all day. Okay, let's see about the cheap little 2880 with the 6 amp forged. Lost 2 bars, but I think I started with 1. So this tool is cheap, but it's nice and small. I mean, if you got occasional grinding to do, this is the one you buy. You don't tie up that much money in it. With the little 6 amp forged battery, imagine you could probably get the sale around Christmas for $300. This with a battery is cheaper than the 1 key bare tool. Okay. Flex is probably my favorite grinder. I got this first, like I say, 3 years ago. And hasn't lost anything with the 6 amp stacked lithium. 24 volts too, don't forget. Okay. Last, the Metabo German. I like this because of what you can do with it. You know, you can turn the battery. Look at that. Turn the battery. Well, I didn't have so much gear on, but look at that. Turn the battery all the way that way if you got to get up underneath a vehicle or something. They have a patent on that too, you know. I'm sure of that. They don't let anybody else do this. And the battery on it hasn't lost a bar. I'm waiting to get the tablet cells. The one guy that has a tools tested said this 5.5 21/7 cell is the second strongest battery they make other than their new 8 amp tablet cell. So in terms of ranking, I rank the 418 first. This is 60 volts. Without a doubt, this is the strongest. Then I rank the what one is this? Where's my light? This is what you get when you're outside in the dark. But the 3672-20. This is the one key. I banked this number 2 right behind the DeWalt. It's only because one thing, it has multiple speeds. The DeWalt doesn't have, it says one straight speed. And then I rank the Metabo WPB 18 LTX BL 15-1520 Quick DS. The third best angle grinder you can buy out of all the angle grinders I own. Then I rank the Flex FX 31. Yeah. 3171 paddle switch. So this would be 4th. And then I ranked the 2880, the least powerful one, but this is also the cheapest one. So, well, let me take this helmet off. Ooh, it's a hot one. It's always smart to wear a helmet when you're grinding. Okay. Let's see what everybody's talking about. So, like I say, guys, make sure I'm still online here. Yeah, I'm still online. I'm watching my other phone. So, like I say, those are my grinders. The DeWalt first, the one key Milwaukee, the Metabo German, the Flex, and the 2880 Milwaukee's the least powerful, but it's also the cheapest. The prices, the 418 with a battery, probably 450 to 500. The one key Milwaukee, 500. The Metabo, about 450. The Flex, probably get it for 3. And you could probably get the Milwaukee for 3. So, okay, guys, I'll be going back online tomorrow night. We're going to be doing some testing of my new Ryobi impact driver against the Gen 2 I have against the Gen 1 against the Rigid. So, I'm going to have to put this wood on. But you can see it doesn't have any holes in it. That way I'm not going past the wood and can't get the fastener out. Okay. Yep, Trump 2028, guys. Okay, I'll be going back online tomorrow evening. We're going to be demoing impact drivers, Ryobi versus whatever I can come up with. Because that Ryobi has a lot more power than it had before in the Gen 1. The Gen 1 was released, I think, 4 years ago. So, okay, guys, Eric the Bearded Tool Guy signing off.